He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got a man, it's Vaughn. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there, they're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 40. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Shakes off the defender. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Trying to run, it's Walton. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside, it's Walton. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Quickly complete. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Now on first down from the 30. They'll go to the counter. Spins away from the defense. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Mensah. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Gets it out quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here's Mensah to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage and he knocked it away.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Throwing, Mensah. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Walton. At midfield, he's got room. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. That's a fumble on the play. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
What a lucky...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Pulls it in. It's Flanagan. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete on the right side. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Snap in the shotgun. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the tight end. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Irish!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half with the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Darian Menson to throw. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Lofton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incomplete and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Steve Sarkisian before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Offense in a bunch formation. Carr escapes the pressure going right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
Hey, take it. 36-92, drop the check. Sweet.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Throwing, Carr unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. Tight end now in motion. Carr to throw for it on 4th. He hurls one deep down the left side. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. That's caught. It's Townsend. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Here's a heat. And they got it.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's Carr to throw. Stepping to the right. They get to him as he throws. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He might want another play. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Carr. Deal off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. And send the tight end in motion. Running inside. It's Walton. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Play action. C.J. Carr. Rushes on him. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Simon. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Takes the easy one to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Past the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got some room, it was over.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play action, Carr. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. The run inside. It's Walton. There's a crease. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Working that left side now.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Carr. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Carr on play action. Blasted as he lets it go. It's on target and complete. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. It'll be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Barrels ahead. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Carr to throw for it on 4th. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Now here's Manning. Fires to the big fella.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The Fighting Irish call their 1st timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Arch Madness. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes. Plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Now the Longhorns will call the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop them? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and they'll move the chains with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Carr. Oh, they're after him. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on third down, Carr. Complete on the comeback. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
C.J. Carr firing again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Manning. He unleashes a long one. Brings it in down the left side. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is the huge play as this offense rolling. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to boom one from 58 yards out and be mindful to guide it in from the left hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here's Manning to throw. Looking deep. Hits him inside the 20. Still going. Touchdown, Longhorn. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Mobley. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Finds his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Making side adjustments here.
Check. 22-90 mountain. 22-90 mountain. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. At the 35, he's loose. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Throwing, Carr. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Grabs it inside the 15. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone.
Sweet.
To the air, it's Carr. Got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They take the lead here in the second half.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throwing Manning. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go play action with Manning. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Man, That is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Finds his big tight end. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Fourth down, Manning. Fires to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The offense changing the play. Here's Carr to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Here in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Fourth down, Carr. Fires left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Manning on play action. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To throw, Manning. He's going for a big play downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. Off and running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Notre Dame right back to the line. Running inside, it's Walton. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, Continue to feed your dude.
To the air, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready. 22. Still go.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Irish punch back. The defense just lost track of it. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or there was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The quick out. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. The run inside. It's Walton. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. Wants to adjust the pattern. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the middle. Caught. They will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's Arch to throw. Quick completion on the out route.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Manning to the air again. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Great place to start for this offense. He wants to change this route. Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They want that clock to run. Stumbled to the ground. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Bring in the heat. Trying to get away. Gets it in. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll do it himself. He's down, and that ought to just about do it.
And, man, that puts this thing away. The QB comes up with another play. Plenty of plays to point to throughout this game, but this one right here ends it. Late in the game, they put it in his hands, and Palmer, he finds a way to get it done.
And you know his play caller was telling him in the headset before the snap, hey, if it's not open, take off and go get it. It's this W right now. You can do it with your legs. The defense decided to try to get after him with the pass rush, but they didn't keep him in the pocket, and he made
touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Arch is going to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They'll run the screen. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Arch Madness. Extending the play. He throws into the middle of the field. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Taking it the other way. Ripping through the defense. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. They stop the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the books. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.